Senator Director Cox has today brought some more details on the voice, specifically around how people will be elected to the advisory body. If she has concerns, why shouldn't others respond?
Well, those issues, to be clear, what people are voting on isn't the structure of legislation. And the referendum makes it clear. The three constitutional changes are there shall be a voice, that the voice will have input on issues, be able to advise on issues which affect Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, and the Parliament will legislate for the structure and organisational process related to the voice, that detail. So the Senator will have a direct say in it. This isn't something that's coming from on top. This is something that's come from below. And it's come from Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people themselves. There was a 5-year process in the lead up to the Uluru Statement from the Heart. And this is a gracious request, which I believe people should accept in the spirit in which it is given. And the legislation will, of course, occur after if the referendum is successful. But this year there will be the referendum working group meeting tomorrow. There is a debate in the Parliament and the Senate committee report will come down on the referendum legislation because there hasn't been one this century, so it needed to be updated. There'll be a debate and vote on that legislation. Then there will be a legislation that will be tabled during this session of Parliament in March, before Parliament gets up. There will be a committee inquiry of which people both inside the Parliament and outside will be able to make submissions about specifically what the question is that will be put to the Australian people. That legislation will then be debated and I hope passed by the Parliament sometime during the winter budget sessions, which means towards the end of June. And then there has to be a 2-month and 33-day gap before a vote can be held of the Australian people, between 2 months and 33 days and 6 months. So there's a very clear process in which people are going to be able to talk all of these issues through. But the principle isn't whether there be 24 people, which was the recommendation, plus perhaps a supplement of 2 of the Karma Langton report, or whether it's 20 or whether it's 32 or whether it's 16. The principle is whether there be a body. And over a period of time, because it's subject to the Parliament, of course, like other elements, it will change. The Constitution is not the body that outlines every detail. The Constitution establishes the principles. So, for example, it says we will have an army and a navy. It doesn't say we'll have an air force, because there weren't planes flying in 1901 when the Constitution was written. It doesn't say where the naval ships will be or how many there will be. It doesn't anticipate nuclear subs. It says that is what we will do. That's the nature of a constitution. And part of the education process that needs to occur this year, in an honest way, is for people to talk about what the Constitution is. I think a whole lot of Australians wouldn't have ever had a discussion about a constitution before. But people in public office and public life have a responsibility to not spread misinformation, to talk about the facts, and there can be, with respect, differences. People will have different views and they're entitled to them, but it should be based upon the facts. And the fact is that the vote later this year will be about recognition and consultation.